Hello, welcome to my kitchen here at Trails Inn 62. Today we're going to be continuing with part 3 of our Yucatec Mayan tamales. And today we're going to start showing you how to put together what we have processed and canned. And first we're going to go with the Col Sauce. We're going to take our Col Sauce and we're going to make what is the Col. C-O-L. And basically this is the seasoning of it, and we'll be mixing this with a fine corn flour, Maseca, and mixing that together. The flour is a thickener and it will thicken it up, and it's going to make a nice thick heavy gravy, almost like a thin peanut butter type, to spread on the tamale wrap that we'll be making also. So we're going to be doing that. I'll show you how to do that in this part 3, and then part 4 we'll be putting the tamales together and cooking them. Now, in this video that you're about to see, Evie and I are making tamales for a bunch. We're making a bunch of tamales, so the amount that we're putting in and what we're doing is actually more than what you would do with just what we have. Let me say this is what we're going to be using. Takes one of these half pints of Col Sauce to make enough coal to use 1 pint of the tamale meat to make 8 to 9 tamales. So while I might be saying something different on the video, I will post up in text on the video. I'll be posting what you need to use for this amount. This will do 8 or 9 tamales. So that's what will be written on there in the text, even though I may be saying something else, because we made a larger quantity is what we did, and when I made that video. So this will be what we'll be using, and I will give you the amounts of water, the amounts of Maseca, and what you need to do, how you need to do it for 1 batch of the Col Sauce in the half pint to be combined with 1 pint of the meat, and it will make 8 to 9 tamales. It might do 10 if you made the tamales a little smaller, but this is not a huge tamale, so this is a good sized tamale for eating. It's not huge, just the perfect size. It will make 8 to 9 of them. Alright, so keep that in mind. Watch for the text for the recipe for the ingredients. Let's get started. This is the brand I use and recommend. There are other brands. For those of you who care, it is gluten-free. It's called Maseca, and it is a corn flour. And this is what we will use to make the coal, mixing it with our Col Sauce. We'll heat this up. This is our thickener for the coal, and we'll use the canned Col Sauce and heat that up and mix it with that. And this is also what we'll use to make our tamale tortillas. Okay, to start with, we're going to put our Maseca flour. This is to make our coal. And we're using about a half a pound, about 8 ounces, about 2 cups, depending on how you want to measure it, roughly estimated. That's what it is, about 2 cups. Then we're going to add water to it. And start with 1 cup of water. And we're going to mix it up, and until it's a nice, soft but firm dough. So start with 1 cup of water, and then slowly add more water, depending on what you need. But you mix it up until it's a firm, soft but firm dough. And you want it to be soft, but you want it to be firm. And if you happen to get it a little bit too liquidy, you can just put a little bit more Maseca in it. Okay. Now, once we get our dough ready to go, now remember, this is going to be in the col, so we're going to be adding some water to this, and till we dissolve this in the water. We're going to start out with about 2 cups of water. And we're going to dissolve that in it. Okay, now we're going to pour this in a pan. We're going to run it through a strainer just so we don't have any big lumps, because it's not completely dissolved. So we'll run it through a strainer into our pan, and so we won't have any big lumps of Maseca powder in there. Just rub the lumps through the strainer so they're all smoothed out. We'll turn our heat on. You need to stir this constantly so that it doesn't stick. So we're going to be stirring this kind of like making gravy. And that's basically what we're doing. We're making a gravy. That's what the col is. It's kind of a gravy that we're putting on the inside. So it needs to be stirred constantly as it's being heated up. As this gets hot and starts heating up and starts thickening, then we're going to add our Col Sauce. Okay, once it starts thickening up, getting like a real thick gravy here, as you can see, now is the time to add our Col Sauce. Right? We're going to add a little salt. Taste it. You have to salt it to taste. So add a little salt. Okay, now there's our col. You see how thick it is? You stir it like making gravy and get it nice and thick. Then we're ready to make our tamale tortillas. And there you have the col for tamales. That's the paste, if you will, that goes on the inside of the tamale wrap. You'll put meat on top of that, then you'll roll them up and you will steam them. That's it for the col. Next time we'll be doing putting the rest of the tamale together, making the tortilla part and putting it all together and steaming it. So till next time, from my kitchen to your kitchen, my house to your house, God bless.